Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah.
Today we're looking at ways for students to earn some extra cash.
Yes.
And we found this really cool resource that is just packed with ideas, and we're going to unpack
Awesome.
some of the best ones for you.
Yeah, it's interesting how some of these side hustles can actually turn into full-time careers and businesses down the road.
Absolutely.
So it's not just about making ends meet right now, but about potentially building a future for yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's jump right in.
Let's do it.
So the first one that caught our eye is TikTok Shop.
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
Well, I'm sure most students are already familiar with TikTok.
Really?
Right.
Scrolling all the time.
Exactly. But what they might not realize is that they can actually turn that scrolling time into earning time.
Really?
Yeah.
So how does that work?
So basically, the platform itself has become a marketplace where you can sell products directly through your videos. And, students are really good at creating engaging content.
That's true.
And they're often on top of the latest trends. So it's a natural fit,
So instead of just watching those fashion hauls, I could actually be
Yeah.
part of one?
Be the one making the haul and making money from it.
I like that.
Exactly.
Okay, so what are some of the ways that students can actually make money
Sure.
through TikTok Shop?
So there's a couple of really effective strategies. One is affiliate marketing, which basically means you're promoting products from other companies.
Okay.
And you earn a commission on each sale that you make.
So you're like a middleman.
Exactly. Yeah, you're connecting the product with the customer.
Cool.
And then another really popular strategy is collaborating with micro-influencers.
What's a micro-influencer?
So these are TikTok users who have smaller but very engaged followings.
Okay.
So they may not have millions of followers,
Right.
but the followers they do have really trust their recommendations. So by partnering with these micro-influencers, you can tap into their audience
Gotcha.
and get your products seen by a wider range of people.
So it's like a win-win situation.
Exactly. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
helping them grow their audience and they're helping you sell your products.
Cool.
And the great thing about TikTok is that its revenue is constantly growing.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So the potential for a product to go viral and translate into serious earnings is huge.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is. And that's what makes it so appealing to students. If you can find a trending niche
Yeah.
and create engaging content, you can be making a lot of money.
A lot of money doing something they like.
Exactly, doing something you're already passionate about.
Love that. Okay, so that's TikTok Shop.
Mm-hmm.
What if you're not a natural salesperson?
Well, there are plenty of other options.
Okay, great.
And one that I think is really interesting for students is focus groups.
Focus groups.
Yeah.
What are those?
So focus groups are basically where you get paid to share your opinions.
I paid to share my opinions.
Yeah, exactly. Companies are always looking for feedback on their products and services.
Okay.
And they're willing to pay people to participate in these group discussions.
So you just sit around and talk about...
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
You're giving your honest feedback on things like advertising campaigns,
I see.
things like that.
Okay.
And, the earning potential is actually really good.
Really?
Yeah, you can make up to $250 an hour.
$250 an hour?
Yeah.
Just for talking?
Essentially, yes. And, the best part is you can often do these focus groups online.
Oh, nice.
So you can participate from the comfort of your own home.
Okay, so how do I find these focus groups and how do I know?
That's a good question.
It's legitimate.
Yeah, it's really important to do your research.
Okay.
You want to find reputable websites that have transparent payment systems.
Okay.
And read reviews from other participants.
So you don't get scammed or something.
Exactly. You want to make sure you're dealing with legitimate companies.
Right.
And one tip is that if you belong to a rarer demographic,
Rarer demographic.
yeah, like maybe you're a student who loves video games or you're really into sustainable fashion,
Right.
you might actually get paid more for your opinions.
Really?
Yeah, because companies are always looking for insights from specific target markets.
Interesting.
So, if you have a unique perspective,
Yeah.
you could be in high demand.
Okay, so that's focus groups.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. So this next one kind of caught my eye
Okay.
because it was,
Yeah.
I don't know, kind of different.
Okay.
It's like modernizing boring businesses.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what's that all about?
So I love this one because it really taps into the skills that students have.
Okay.
Students are tech savvy, they're creative,
Yeah.
and they're often really aware of what their peers are looking for.
Right.
So this side hustle is all about finding those traditional businesses
Okay.
that might be a little bit stuck in the past,
Okay, I see.
like laundromats,
Oh,
vending machines, things
Right.
like that, and giving them a modern makeover.
Okay, but how does a student actually
Yeah.
make money from that?
Right. So it's about creating a partnership with the business owner.
Okay.
Let's say you find a laundromat that's, just barely scraping by.
Okay.
You could propose implementing an online booking system
Okay.
or setting up contactless payment methods,
Yeah.
Things that make the experience more convenient and appealing to customers.
So, instead of just having to use quarters, You could use like Apple Pay or something.
Yeah, or you could book your washing machine in advance.
Oh.
So you don't have to like wait around.
I could see that being really helpful.
Yeah.
So how does that translate into money though?
Well, these updates can significantly increase the laundromat's revenue.
Okay.
And you, as the student who implemented those changes, can negotiate a percentage of those increased profits. Oh. So you're basically getting paid for your ideas and your tech skills.
So like a laundromat that was making barely anything could suddenly be a cash cow.
Yeah, a modernized laundromat could potentially bring in like $300,000 a year.
$300,000?
Yeah, so there's a lot of potential there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got TikTok Shop, we've got focus groups.
Yes.
Modernizing.
Boring businesses.
Boring businesses. What about the more traditional part-time job?
Yeah.
How can those benefit students?
Well, I think a lot of students might overlook traditional part-time jobs.
Right.
Because they seem maybe a little bit less exciting than some of these other options.
Okay.
But they actually offer a lot of benefits.
Okay.
You know, first of all, they provide steady income.
Yeah.
Which is really important when you're a student.
Especially when you have tuition and books and rent.
Yeah. All those expenses. Yeah. And then secondly, they help you develop valuable life skills.
Like what?
Like teamwork, responsibility, customer service, time management, all those things that employers are looking for.
Yeah, they're looking for those transferable skills.
So even if you're not planning on staying in that part-time job forever, it's still valuable.
Absolutely. Those skills will serve you well no matter what career path you choose.
Awesome. Okay, so what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Money-wise.
So most entry-level positions in like retail or food service will pay you around $12 to $15 an hour.
Okay.
Which, you know, it's not a fortune.
Right.
But it can definitely help you cover your expenses.
It's better than nothing.
Exactly.
And you could work, you know, on the weekends or evenings.
Exactly. You can work around your class schedule.
Perfect. Okay.
And then if you have specialized skills like tutoring or, you know, maybe you're really good at graphic design, you can often earn even more.
I see.
So, you know, there are ways to kind of maximize your earnings.
Even within those traditional part-time jobs.
And don't underestimate those connections you make.
That's such a good point.
With your coworkers and with your bosses.
Yeah. You never know where those connections might lead.
Exactly.
You know, you might meet someone who can offer you an internship.
Right.
Or a job after you graduate.
Or even just like a good reference.
Exactly.
That's always helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, so part-time jobs, those are good.
Yep.
What about if you just want something quick and easy?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's always the classic option of selling unused items.
Selling unused items? What do you mean?
Well, think about all the stuff that you have lying around your dorm room or your apartment.
Oh, okay.
You know, old textbooks.
Oh, yeah.
Clothes you don't wear anymore. Electronics that you've upgraded from.
Right.
All of that stuff can be turned into cash.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey. Okay, but where do I sell this stuff?
Well, there are tons of online platforms that make it super easy to sell your stuff.
Like what?
Like eBay is a classic.
Yeah.
Or you could try Vinted, which is really popular for selling clothes.
Okay.
And the great thing about these platforms is that they handle a lot of the logistics for you.
So you don't have to worry about shipping and payment processing.
Yeah, they take care of all of that.
Okay.
So you can just focus on listing your items, taking some good photos.
And making that money.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, so what if you're a student who wants to be a little bit more entrepreneurial?
Oh.
Like start your own business.
Well, in that case, drop shipping is a fantastic option.
Drop shipping, I've heard that term.
Yeah, it's become really popular in recent years.
Okay, but what is it?
So basically, drop shipping is a way to run an online business without having to manage any inventory.
Wait, so you're selling products without actually...
Exactly. Yeah, it sounds kind of counterintuitive, but it actually works really well.
Okay.
So how it works is you partner with a supplier who stores and ships products directly to your customers.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about packing boxes or dealing with shipping labels.
That's nice.
Right? All of that is taken care of for you.
Okay.
And then you create an online store using a platform like Shopify. And you choose products from your supplier's catalog.
Okay.
And you set your own prices.
So if I find a phone case that costs $14 from the supplier, I could sell it on my shop for $20.
Yeah, and you pocket the $6 profit without ever actually touching the phone case.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's a really cool business model.
Okay.
And, you know, the profit margins are typically pretty good.
What are we talking?
You can expect to make around 20 to 30% profit.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and, you know, the best part is you can run this entire business from your laptop.
So you could be sitting in class.
Pretty much, yeah.
And making sales?
Exactly. As long as you have your phone or your computer.
It's amazing.
You can manage your drop shipping business.
Okay, drop shipping, that's a good one. All right, last but not least.
Okay.
We have this idea of language dubbing.
Oh, yeah.
Which sounds kind of
It's a niche one,
Yeah.
but it's a really interesting one.
Okay, so what's it all about?
So language dubbing is basically the process of replacing the original audio track of a video with a translated version.
Okay, so like when you watch a movie.
Exactly.
And it's been dubbed over in a different language.
Exactly. And this is a huge industry.
Really?
Especially with the rise of streaming services.
Right.
Because, now content is being consumed all over the world.
Okay.
So there's a huge demand for people who can translate and dub videos into different languages.
And students can do that.
Absolutely.
Especially if they're
if they're multilingual.
Multilingual?
They have a huge advantage.
Okay, so how do they get involved?
Well, there are platforms like Fiverr.
Okay.
Where you can create a profile and offer your services as a voice actor.
So you're basically the voice behind international films and shows.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's a really fun and creative way to use your language skills.
And make some money.
Yeah, the average rate for voice actors is around $48 an hour.
$48 an hour?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
So, okay, we covered a lot of ground today.
We did.
It's so cool to see that there's so many options for students to make some extra cash.
Yeah, and I think the key takeaway is that there's something for everyone.
Right.
You don't have to be a natural salesperson or a tech whiz. There's a side hustle out there that aligns with your skills and interests.
Totally.
So, I encourage students to really think about what they're passionate about and what they're good at, and then explore the options.
And do your research.
Yes, definitely do your research.
Find those legitimate sources and go for it.
Exactly.
The right side hustle can give you so much more than just financial freedom.
Absolutely. You can gain valuable experience.
Right.
Build your resume.
Make connections.
And even discover a new passion.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, I'm really excited for students to explore all these different possibilities.
Okay, so that wraps up another deep dive. Hopefully you found some inspiration.
Lots of ideas.
And maybe even a new side hustle for yourself.
Exactly.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.